Hello? Hello? All right. These have been very emotional stories. We want to reaffirm that this is a conversation with the administration. And it is for this reason that we have Dean Hutchinson and many of the administration here. So with that, I would like to invite the administration.
Listening to those stories is intensely personal for every one of us who are here, myself, my staff included, with maybe one exception. I think a case of an alum who preceded me as the dean. I recognized all of the stories of those students involved. I remember in detail the deep, long discussions we had amongst our group, trying as best we could to figure out how to deal with moments of crisis for students. What I can tell you is that it pains every one of us. I'm in pain right now, and so you have reached me just thinking about the difficulties that each of you, many of you, go through in your times of crisis. For each of us, I will speak for myself, but also for my staff. The reason why we do what we do is because we love the students of Christ. I've been here much longer than you guys have been alive in most cases. This is my career, this is my dedication. I became Dean of Undergraduates here because I wanted to help in the lives of the students. I wanted to help with the culture here. I wanted to help with the ways in which you interact with each other and support each other. That's my mission, and I can tell you as well that I have a wonderful team of people for whom that is their mission as well. But we are also all self-aware enough to know that we can always do better, that we can always reassess and reevaluate what we do. And I can say as well as a teacher that I learn as much from my students as hopefully they learn from me. And as a consequence, an open conversation, as the four of you have helped us organize here, is in fact the best way that we can learn from each other. I clearly don't want to talk about any students' individual cases here, but what I do want to do is say we are listening, we hear what you had to say, and we are anxious to enter into the conversation that I think you have invited us here to. Kind of like to note as well that in many regards, we actually tried to invite the student body into this conversation back in September. Most of you will remember that we organized a well-being project to extend over the course of the year. We had an entire week of programming to launch that program back in September, largely so that students would come to understand the challenges associated with health issues, particularly mental health issues on campus, the resources that are available for us to deal with those things, and to enter into a conversation about how we can all support each other. Sadly, the last meeting that I had on this subject, which actually was over in front of Willie's statue during that week on a Thursday night, I thought we had a fantastic conversation, but the fraction of people who showed up for it that night much smaller than the fraction who are here now. And I think actually if more people had shown up for that conversation, we would have had a more successful launch to the dialogue that we had. But now we have a context. And now you have organized yourself and you brought forward this information. I think it's extremely helpful. What I would like to see come out of this is the opportunity for us, and I had a conversation before this rally with Drew and with Philomena and with Dennis to talk about things that might come out of this, such as the creation of a task force formed jointly between students and members of the administration and members of the staff to have conversations about where we could improve the resources available, to have some transparency about what our processes are. How and why we make the decisions that we do, under what circumstances we make the most difficult of the decisions, and we can actually engage each other in that conversation. We know from all of our history that some of the best ideas for the kinds of programming that we can offer on campus come from our students. So we would want to listen to all of that and hear what those ideas are for possible programming. I will say that although we can always have room for improvements, I'm both very proud of the processes we have and I'm very proud of my staff. As a consequence, I'm perfectly willing to be openly transparent with you about how we go through the processes, subject, of course, to the restrictions of propriety and with individual cases. I can tell you how we actually work through our processes, under what circumstances we make the most difficult decisions, how we try to provide support, and in turn, actually listen to you, as I've done today, and hear where you are actually done two things constructively that I think most of you are not actually aware of. One is through the generosity of whoever does that, which will remain anonymous, we actually have significantly expanded the resources available for the counseling center through a student wellness fund that's allowed us to actually hire additional counselors. We're in the process right now of recruiting and hiring full-time psychiatrists to actually direct the center. We've hired a different group of people who work in the center to represent a more modern mission for our center, consistent with external analysis that we've done by working with consultants across the country. That's the reason why we now have some social services folks on campus. One of the stories that we heard actually had to do with the difficulty of a hospitalization, the difficulty of that process. We have a social worker on campus specifically right now for students who are in crisis, to ease their transition both into and out of the hospital during those circumstances when a crisis in the process to make it work better. In addition, early in this semester, when the issues arose around the letter student at Amherst, the former student at Amherst, we actually began a process of self-evaluation that resulted in the hiring of an external consultant to actually review all of our processes and review some specific cases as well. And I think that's actually one of the things that you're calling for in your resolution that you presented a little earlier today, that we do such an external review. That's actually already in process. It's way too early for us to even have any results, let alone for us to share those with you. But you know, we can share that at the time. I think what you'll see is that we are dedicated to a constant improvement in the things that we provide, and that this is one of the ways in which we can identify the additional resources, the additional programming, maybe changes in process as required to do an even better job than I think that we are already doing now. As I mentioned, we've already expanded some of our resources. We're hiring additional people along the way. We've diversified the type of resources that we have available. I say that not to say that we have solved all the problems, but rather to say that we are completely in sympathy with all of you in the sense that we need even more resources, that we need even more approaches, we need even more possibilities for our students to seek out the assistance that we need. Let me share just one other thing before we start in person. One of the really difficult challenges of my job is that on occasion, in fact, the future of individual students is placed in my hands. And that is an incredible burden. It's an incredibly difficult burden. One that, quite frankly, I wish I didn't have. It's not by any means the reason I specifically wanted this job. But it's there because somebody in the university has to be in a position to make the really difficult decisions that have to do with the future of individual students. What that means, though, is if I've got, in fact, somebody's future as a Rice University student in my hands, I take that with utmost seriousness. It is a decision that requires incredible consultation. It requires lots of voices. It requires lots of input. We listen to everybody. We gather information. We consult carefully, and quite frankly, before any student is ever removed from the university, we take it there. We take every other option which we believe is available to us before we reach that point. It's a long, long pathway. It is quite rare for a student to be involuntarily withdrawn from the university. I can actually share with you the numbers if you would like to know. And the answer is that in each of the previous 2 years, roughly 4 students were removed voluntarily from the university for health reasons. That's it. Now you may regard that as a large number. You may regard it as a small number. The student body of 4,000 with over 4,000 counseling visits last year from 500 students. Relatively small number of those.
Psychiatrist, just one. Are you kidding me? Todd.
It would be important for us to have a conversation about what our goals are by having counselors. The question is what resources we can provide on campus. What resources we can provide in all the we can devote more resources there and get more resources from something else. And we can invite our students to make that conversation. The question is, what is the best way for us to provide our support for our students and the resources? Oh, you have questions?
Do we have an apology?
me for an apology. And I'm asking sort of, in particular, what would you like me to apologize for? And I wanted to know sort of generally, do you think that I should apologize for a process?